So right now, everybody is talking about Elon Musk and why did he sell over $5 billion worth of Tesla stock? Is it going to affect the market? Is it going to affect Tesla? What exactly going on and why did he do it? And what about that tweet that he did? We're going to make this video quick and efficient, so let's get right into it.
Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose.
Welcome back, beautiful people. I'm Lando. Success your favorite motivational teacher. The goal is for you to leave knowing something that you didn't know before you came here. So go ahead and press that Tesla like button and that Tesla subscribe button. And if you do, you probably get a free Tesla in your future. Somehow, some way, I don't know. Actually, I do know. If you just buy a bunch of Tesla stock, price go up, you sell it, then you can buy a Tesla and you can get it for free. Stay woke. All right, so instead of me doing a long video just rambling about Elon Musk, CNN have an article that we're going to read and I'm going to break it down and we're going to cover it. So the article say Elon Musk just sold $5 billion worth of Tesla stock. Elon Musk sold roughly $5 billion worth of Tesla shares this week. His first such sales since 2016, just days after conducting a Twitter poll asking his fans should he dispose of 10% of his stake in the electric car maker. So this is the tweet that he did. He said he changed his name to Lord Edge, and you know they already made meme coins from it already, so that's a whole nother conversation. Much is made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance. So I propose selling 10% of my Tesla stock. Do you support this? Yes or no? Then he said, I will abide by the results of this poll, whichever way it goes. No, I do not take cash salary or bonus from anywhere. I only have stock. Thus, this is the only way for me to pay taxes personally is to sell stock. Very interesting. So we go back over here, say according to the filings with U.S. security regulators, Musk exercised options Monday and then sold nearly half of his 2.1 million shares he received, raising about 1.1 billion in cash to pay taxes relating to the transition. Okay, so first, what is exercising options? What does that mean? I'm not a big option trader, so I'm not going to act like I know everything. But for example, I believe in this case, I believe they're going to talk about it in the article. In this case, his company, he said he don't get paid a salary. So back in 2012, they was paying him Tesla shares that was a value at around $6 and I think like 26 cents. So they're like, yo, we could give you this option. It's a lot of financial jargon that goes into it, but we're just going to say, hey, we're going to give you this stock at $6.26. The good thing is if it go up, you make money, but you don't get money regular until you sell. The only problem is when you sell, you're going to have to pay taxes on that growth. So if he bought it in at $6.23 and he just sold at $11.00, he have to pay taxes on that $11.00, and we know taxes are high, probably like 45%, 47%, but we're going to continue on. Musk sold another 3.6 million of Tesla stock on Tuesday and Wednesday, according to additional filings, at the average price of $1,082 per share. Those stakes were worth about 3.9 billion. The sale he completed Monday fetch is slightly higher than the average price of 1,180 per share. All right, but first, Elon Musk is a genius, so we have to treat him as such. For him to do a Twitter poll, that was just a big lie because he already planned on selling this anyway. He just did it to make people feel like they have some type of value. It's like voting, like, hey, we're going to let you feel like you want to vote, but you have the electoral college. So he already made the plan to sell it. You got filings showing that. So him doing that Twitter poll bring up the question, was he trying to move the market? If you ask me, and I don't know if it's legal, actually, I know it's not legal, but all right, so you're the richest man in the world. You're telling all of your followers that you might sell 10% of your company's stake. So that means technically the price should go down, right? So it's really moving the market, if you ask me, but hey, I'm not here to judge anybody, but I am today. The motivation for the Monday sale was solely to satisfy Musk's tax withholding obligation related to exercising the stock options, the filing said. The other filing did not disclose a particular reason for the sale. The option Musk exercise were about 9% of those he needs to exercise before they expire in August 2020. So you have like a time frame. It's like a contract. So you gotta sell it before the contract. And yeah, let's keep it as that. But taking 9% will result in a $1 billion tax bill under the top federal income tax rate, which is 37%, with another 3.8% net investment tax on top of that. Seems higher if you ask me. I don't think that's math is right. While the need for Musk to sell shares to pay taxes has been known by investors, Tesla stock failed following the Twitter poll. Yeah, you think so? On the concerns that he intended to offload more than he had expected. The share price could have fallen Monday and Tuesday in part of the Musk sale of 4.5 million shares on those days. If Musk truly intends to sell 10% of his stake, as the poll suggested, there would be additional sales ahead, as so far he just sold 2.6, so he ain't even sold to 10%. The shares he owned after exercising options on Monday. Although filings detailing Musk's stock sale on Tuesday and Wednesday didn't mention any motivation. My honest opinion, so I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a black brother giving y'all some game. What people are not talking about, my opinion, if I was to take a guess, Elon Musk needed money. Now, Lando, how you saying the richest guy in the world need money? Is he broke? Yes, and I'm going to tell you why. When you're somebody like Elon Musk, mind you, they just said at the beginning of this article he haven't sold since 2016. And then he got these other shares in 2012. So in the last 5 years, he probably don't own no stock or anything else. You haven't sold. So you are seeing all of this money on paper. Yes, you're the richest man on the paper, but he probably only have like 300 million to himself. Yes, that sounds like a lot of money, but not to somebody that's worth $200 billion. So I think he needed to pay off some, and he borrowed money before, so he needs to pay off some bills, if you ask me. He exercises the options that are due to expire. He will have to report the value of the shares as regular income. See, I know it can get higher. As regular income, that is 40.3% federal tax rate, and likely some state taxes. That's now I'm saying that 47% is sounding real right now. The exact tax bill will be determined by the value of the shares at the time the options are exercised, but the federal bill is likely to be nearly $11 billion if the shares stay near its current value. He won't have quite as high as a tax bite on the sale he made this week, since those stocks are owned outright, meaning he bought them himself and he sold them himself. When you got the options, everything is a little bit different. Musk has owned about 80% of his shares in his portfolio since the time of 2010 initial public offering, a stake that was based mainly on his investments in the company before it went public. That means virtually all of his money he made from selling 3.6 million shares on Tuesday and Wednesday will be considered a long-term capital gain and will be taxed at 20%. Why? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I get it. Long-term capital gain. I'm with you. That will result in additional federal tax bill of about $776 million, in addition to any taxes he owed on exercising his options. But he could have avoided that tax capital gain by continuing to hold those shares and selling only his shares he acquired through the exercise of options between now and August. Musk owned 170.5 million Tesla shares outright before this week transition, worth 182 billion based on Wednesday close. In total, he have now unexercised options of 71.4 million shares, including 20.7 million due to expire in August. He made a nifty $2.5 billion profit on the options he exercised this week. Since he had to pay, see, I was off just 1 cent, $6.24 per share. Think of this, y'all. It's at $1,000, over $1,100, I think, per share under the terms when he got these awarded in 2012. The more than $6 billion profit from this week transaction was already included in the calculation since the value of the stock, blah, blah, blah. All right. Musk making $5 billion from the sale of the stock and exercise of options will be like a typical American family selling about $2,000 worth of stocks. Jeez, and that is if you make $121,000. Well, that was a lot. Moral of the story is, Uncle. Well, it's crazy because Elon Musk really he's a zillionaire because of his Tesla stock and his company, but he haven't really sold any, and he realized he have to pay taxes. So he's like, yo, since I have to pay taxes, let's sell some of this to pay the taxes. And he's really not making that much money because those numbers is not right. If we did the full 10%, I'm just doing the numbers in my head. If you bought these shares at $6 a share and you are selling them at $1,100, we're just going to say you're selling them at $1,100. You have to pay taxes on 45% of that. So yes, you are going to profit after everything is said and done. Like, well, not profit. You're going to have like $24 billion. And probably 20 billion of it is going to taxes. So yes, you're going to make $4 billion, but 20 billion went to taxes. That is terrible. So that's the moral of the story to me. But I know people want to know what's going to happen with Tesla stock. Nothing. It's actually funny because so many people actually shorted the stock. They like, okay, since Elon Musk is doing this, let's short it and let's make money. But the stock ended up going up. So that just shows you can't really time the market, or you can't predict what's going on. But Tesla stock is going to stay growing. So just keep on buying it. It's going to keep on going up anyway. So I want to know what's your thoughts of the situation. If you have any more knowledge than I have, because I am a novice in the industry. So just go ahead and leave the comments and leave the comments in the description. Thank you. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. I'm Lando Success, and I'm out.